So we continue where we left off in the last chapter after we see that Ozza transformed a motorcycle into a chainsaw motorcycle as they continue on dodging these tentacles from this mystery devil. As some people might speculate that this probably might be the Hell Devil that we saw from Chainsaw Man Part 1 because of how similar they actually look. But this version actually has like a different approach. Well, instead of it having like four legs as a horse, this one actually has tentacles, but we don't know the identity of this devil, and it's still a mystery because throughout this chapter, even Chainsaw Man or Dingy, you want to call him, was questioning, hey, who is this devil and what his powers are? Because as they continue on running away from the tentacles, as they continue on riding throughout the whole city. So the chapter continues where we left off after Dingy, he quotes stating that he couldn't believe that he was able to transform the motorcycle into a chainsaw, not realizing that Ozza has the ability to transform the chainsaw. She even said it out loud, which was very hilarious that how Dingy didn't hear that. So he's thinking that he has the ability to actually transform the motorcycle into a chainsaw because he even stated in the chapter, wow, I can't believe I actually did it, which was very, very hilarious and very self-centered of Denji because sometimes Denji is the most dumb but clever character in Shonen. So as that's going down, we can see what Aza is kind of quoting on from chapter 128 when the fake Chainsaw Man says, "Please evade them until sunrise, Chainsaw Man," which kind of indicates that the fake Chainsaw Man kind of know their weakness, and he's telling them like, hey, they're probably weakened around sunrise, so please try to like run away because you're not powerful enough to actually take them out, which does kind of make sense in some kind of weird way because we see Ozza stating that, hey, the fake Chainsaw Man said that if we outrun those tentacles, then we'll make it out of here. And we see throughout chapter 128 through now to 130 that the Chainsaw Man, Ozza, they're both running away from this mystery devil. So as they continue on riding throughout the whole city, more tentacles are coming at them. And this whole chapter with the double spread, it's very, very interesting in so many details and so chaotic, but so awesome. And it's kind of funny how this chapter comes out at the same week that Fast 10 actually came out. So it's just very, very funny. So throughout this whole time, we see Denji just riding through buildings and trying to get away as we see that this mystery devil is actually being frustrated and he start putting his hands into his face, and it seems as if that he's trying to control these tentacles because all of these tentacles are coming out where one of the tentacles actually form into him, and he starts to go on ahead and tackle and try to knock out the Chainsaw Man from his bike. And he even transformed one of his tentacles arms into a hammer. So as he's just continue on banging it. So then as of this time, they're trying to figure out, well, Denji's trying to figure out like, hey, what kind of devil is this? As Ozza is just like, no freaking way, I don't care. Let's try to get out of here, please. But then as they continue on riding, suddenly the fallen devil has appeared and she used her ability to lift up this tall ass building to go on ahead and try to smash it on top of the Chainsaw Man. As she says, eat this. And as she goes on ahead and throw this big building at them, Chainsaw Man goes running through the building as it's not stopping him at all. As he continues on riding, he realized that he goes flying, and as his direction of his bike is going, we see this devil has appeared and he opens his abdomen to be this big giant mouth, as it seems as this bike is going to be landing inside. As the chapter ends, as we see that Denji is going to seems as he's going to the direction of where this big mouth of this mystery devil is, and that's just pretty much it. So, yes, this chapter was very crazy. It continued on where we left off, and it was no surprise. But this chapter was very exciting, and I'm honestly thinking that this message that the fake Chainsaw Man was telling the Chainsaw Man and Ozza that, hey, just try to avoid them until sunrise because that's when they're in their most vulnerable state. And so I think that's what the message was, 2 chapters ago. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section how you guys feel about this chapter and what you guys thought process, theories, or everything else is. If you guys do like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and remember, always be decent. This is the Monotone Man, and hope you guys have a wonderful day and be safe out here. Peace.